Wraith by William Toney. Chapter 1, The Brass Pot. Aaron Calloway leaned back in his worn leather chair, the weight of the day pressing heavily on him. The dim glow of his desk lamp cast long shadows across the room, illuminating stacks of books, papers, and peculiar artifacts cluttering his workspace. As a curator for the Museum of Supernatural and Unexplained Mysteries, Aaron had grown accustomed to sifting through an endless stream of oddities. But today's delivery had him perplexed. The package had arrived without warning or sender information, an unmarked cardboard box that felt heavier than it appeared. Inside, nestled in a bed of shredded newspaper, was a brass pot. It gleamed unnaturally under the light, its surface polished to a mirror-like sheen. There were no engravings, no signs of wear or age. If Aaron didn't know better, he would have assumed it was a recent purchase from a high-end antique store. He leaned closer, his fingers tracing the smooth surface. Something about the pot felt off. It wasn't just the immaculate condition or its unexpected arrival. It was the nagging sensation that he shouldn't be touching it at all. The thought made him laugh nervously. "I've been working too hard lately," he muttered to himself. Still, his curiosity wouldn't let him leave it alone. He turned it over, searching for any markings or clues to its origin. Nothing. Why would someone send this here? He wondered aloud. Most of the items they received came with elaborate backstories. Cursed dolls, haunted mirrors, strange manuscripts. This, by comparison, was mundane. Except it wasn't. Aaron's fingers hovered over the lid. It was sealed tightly, a faint line of wax running along its edge. "Who seals an empty pot?" he muttered, his voice tinged with unease. Yet even as he questioned it, he found himself reaching for the lid. Something deep inside him whispered a warning. Don't open it. But his curiosity overruled the instinct. With a quick motion, he broke the wax seal and lifted the lid. The pot was empty. Aaron exhaled a laugh, a mix of relief and embarrassment. "Of course," he said, shaking his head. "I'm getting spooked by a piece of cookware." He leaned back in his chair, ready to chalk the whole thing up to a practical joke. But as he set the pot down, a strange chill ran down his spine. The air in the room grew heavy, and the faint scent of sulfur prickled his nose. He glanced around, his pulse quickening. A breeze stirred the papers on his desk, though the windows were shut tight. Aaron froze. From the corner of his eye, he thought he saw a shadow move. Unnatural, deliberate. He spun toward it, but nothing was there. The pot sat innocently on his desk, its polished surface reflecting the lamplight. A whisper, soft and faint, brushed against his ear. "Hey, Aaron!" He bolted upright, his heart hammering in his chest. "Who's there?" he demanded, his voice trembling. Silence answered him. Grabbing the pot, he shoved it back into the box and pushed it to the far end of his desk. "Enough for tonight," he muttered, grabbing his coat. He needed fresh air, a walk to clear his head. As he locked his office door and stepped out into the night, he couldn't shake the feeling that he wasn't alone.